The men's under 90 kilogram J2 gold medal contest now. Helios Latchoumanaya from France against Oleksandr Nazarenko from the Ukraine. Well, not just the flag shaking, the entire venue. Well, Helios Latchoumanaya will enjoy the mania in the stadium here. The Champ de Mars rises one. Oleksandr Nazarenko from Dnipro, and Mikhailo Romankiewicz, the coach, in his corner. Heather Luntiens of Belgium, the centre referee. 4 minutes to decide, at a minimum, who will be the Paralympic champion in this men's under 90 kilogram J2 final. And the J2 category, those athletes with a visual impairment. And Neil Adams, our judo expert, doesn't get much better than this.
No, it doesn't. And, you know, there's not many sports, quite a few sports, the French haven't been rising to the occasion. In the judo, they have been rising to the crowd because it's a massive judo nation, France. And so it means so much to them. But away he goes, and he's going for Paralympic gold here, but he's got his work cut out, I tell you, because Nazarenko, already a two-time Paralympic medalist, and, well, a three-time now, but what colour will it be?
Oleksandr Nazarenko has two jobs. One to try and quieten this ground, the other to deal with Helios Latchoumanaya.
Latchoumanaya does a lot of Yoko Tomonagi, a lot of drops. And I think that he'll have to keep moving, because if he makes a mistake, Nazarenko will be on it.
Any mistakes in terms of the gripping up or negative judo would equal a shido. 3 of those shidos, you're disqualified.
Oh, now that wasn't far off. Looked more towards the front to me than to the side. And the referee was looking very closely at that. They're having a look now to see, and the panel, the video referee, will have a look to see if it made a side contact before it went onto the front. Certainly from the immediate action, it doesn't look like a score, but they've looked at it and given it a Wazari.
And 2 of those Wazaris would equal Ippon, would equal gold for Oleksandr Nazarenko. The heat is on for Helios.
And Jogai being called there to try and keep them in the middle.
Good luck.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? If 2 fighters are drifting off to the side, and that's the way they want to go, then how do you stop it? Do you stop it by penalising them all the time? And then you've got competitions that just go on penalties. It is really difficult. You know that you've got to try and keep them in. Good attack there from Latchoumanaya.
Helios Latchoumanaya, the Ukrainian coach, taking this moment of pause to add some coaching instruction. A minute gone. A half score on the board for Ukraine.
Well, something seen with the Kumikata there. So just breaking and snapping the grip off there. And he gets a Judo, Nazarenko. Every time he flinches here, Latchoumanaya will get the crowd behind him.
Oleksandr Nazarenko not giving an inch on this grip here, the Ukrainian. Holding strong against Helios Latchoumanaya, who's trying to latch on, get the leg in.
Yes, looks so physically strong, doesn't he, Nazarenko? Latchoumanaya just knows what he has to do, and he's got to attack him, and he's got to attack him strong as well. He can't afford for a weak attack. Oh, nice, Yokogaki. Wasn't too far off. Yokogaki just blocks the foot and then just uses the hands to wheel him over the foot.
Well, there was plenty of calls for Ali Le Bleu. Oleksandr Nazarenko, the man in the AO, the blue judogi. Not a million miles away there from that second was Ari. His coach certainly thought so.
Oh, nice. You like the way underneath. Still plenty of time, over 2 minutes.
Well, the men's under 90 kilogram J2 final delivering here. I hope they've reinforced the roof here at the Champ de Mars.
What an atmosphere in this stadium. And left against right as well, which also makes it just interesting. That was an attack for an attack, really. And he's got a long way to go. If he has, if he knows that he's got 2 minutes and 15 seconds, that's an awful long way still to go. It's not over yet. Better to start it as if he's beginning the contest.
So Oleksandr Nazarenko almost succumbing to that Tomanagi attempt, but no real steam or snap on it from the Frenchman. And what you think there, is he becoming a little bit too passive, the man in blue?
I think he's got to get back on the pace because, yes, you can start to think, well, I've got a Wazari scored and I'm going to just back off a little bit, go into defensive mode. And often they go defensive mode too early. Did well to avoid that there, Latchoumanaya. Now he's looking for the groundwork. I haven't seen any great groundwork from him, but now he's going to come up and try and tie up the top half. Is he going to go onto the arm? Tie up the top half, then try and... If he tries to take the leg out without the top half tied up, it won't work.
And it didn't work. Cyril Page, the coach in the French corner, trying to keep things calm. Helios Latchoumanaya tried to latch on there, but his throwing skills more comfortable than the groundwork skills. Oleksandr Nazarenko, resolute and strong. The man from Dnipro, hanging on in there, still lots of time left. But in judo, as we know, things can change in an instant.
Always first in, Nazarenko. Latchoumanaya, always the first into the attack, and Nazarenko was the one that got the score. But that often happens, but he's going to have to make sure in this minute 21 that he pops in a couple of good attacks.
And each time Helios Latchoumanaya goes to the ground here, breathing more heavily now, working hard to try and force the prodigious figure of Oleksandr Nazarenko into the sky.
Yes, decided that time to go directly into the attack. Yes, if he can get the second penalty up there to Nazarenko by his work rate, then he'll stand a chance. He wants to get on with it, but he needs to stand back and just see if she's going to deliver a second Judo here.
And Elena Friedrich electing not to, lets them grip up in the centre. A gripping contest, a chance to score.
Yeah, it's another attack, and now I think the second Judo's going to come, and that will put the pressure on for a minute. So he needs to keep back, then it'll happen, and there it is. So good work, certainly, from Latchoumanaya. Excellent work. The work rate was good, tactics are good. This is where tactics can come into it.
The knowledgeable fans know the Ukrainian, one yellow card from defeat.
So that's one really good attack. Strong attack, made him take a step to get off it. Now, if he can be first in now, every time they come together, that's what he's got to be careful of, because if he comes in and he's not quite got the right balance, he'll find he'll be on the end of Nazarenko's knee and hips and the rest of his body as well.
Well, I was counting it up the last 5 times Latchoumanaya has attacked. On that one, the Ukrainian was waiting.
Yes, and that's his chance, but he can't afford another penalty, that's for sure. Doing everything he can here, Latchoumanaya, to get that third Judo for Nazarenko.
And what could those Judos be for?
They could be, I mean, if he puts the fingers inside the jacket, or if he drops. We saw one earlier, didn't we, where he dropped, just literally dropped onto his knee and then gave it up, and that was in the last 10 seconds. So it could happen.
And we're into the last 35 seconds. Helios Latchoumanaya, the
yes,
French
has he got
favourite.
it in the tank? He needs to attack. Nazarenko needs to get an attack in. It needs to be his, because he is falling behind here. And there's another good one. And if I was him, I'd want to get up and go again. Oh, he might have it on, as he knows he's across the face. "18 seconds on the clock. He's on dangerous grounds here, Nazarenko. He's got the Wazari up, but if we see another couple of really good attacks here from Latchoumanaya, he could steal this. And he knows it as well. That wasn't a good attack. It's got to be good, strong attacks with the hands on. 13 seconds. He's going to go in again. And there it is. No, it's not strong enough. And he says, right, I need out of there. Still 8 seconds on the clock. Latchoumanaya will go in immediately again. Don't forget that Nazarenko knows it. Nazarenko is waiting for him. On! So close, and the bell has gone, and that is it. Nazarenko has done enough.
Well, he danced the fine line of Judo's, the Paralympic Games silver medalist in Rio last time out, to the delight there of Mikhalenko Romachenko, the coach in the corner. This time he gets it right, kept the pressure on, dealt with the continuous efforts of Helios Latchoumanaya, the silver medalist for France. But in the end, the Paralympic champion, Oleksandr Nazarenko, takes it, had the Judos, had the Wazari. He has the gold medal to boot.
Paralympic champion, representing Ukraine, Oleksandr Nazarenko.
Yes, Nazarenko, winner by Wazari, and he held on to the Wazari. It was dodgy ground there. He was really having to hold on because, of course, his opponent, Latchoumanaya, was attacking furiously, trying to get that 2 Shidos upgraded to 3 Shidos to give him the title. It was a brave effort and a really good match. And it was good, actually, that we saw a match that was decided on tactics. That was the score there. It wasn't a great score, was it? But just enough there. Went onto his side. It gave him the Wazari. That was enough. He held on to it, but it was close.
Very close. Danced a fine line, a super silver for the Frenchman. And there is the Paralympic champion. And Neil Adams, as we prepare for the victory ceremony, a little word on the referee there. Let that one flow. Didn't let it become about negative judo.
Didn't let it go on negative, and I think that's a great thing. I wasn't personally fully convinced about the landing, but you know, that's the way it goes. He got the score, then he had to hold on, and good that we saw that the referee did allow the positivity.